Everywhere you turn, one name keeps showing up. VeryDarkMan. One week he's dragging a celebrity, the next week he's calling out politicians. And somehow, no matter how people insult him or try to cancel him, he's always trending. Welcome to Creators Insight, where we decode the psychology of attention. Today's topic we'll be talking about the VeryDarkMan and the VeryDarkMan's effect. If you're one person that really wants to learn about how he's able to keep his audience glued to the screen from the beginning of his video to the end, please watch this video to the end and you will get to learn something, especially if you are a new creative. So now the question is, why? Is he really just a troublemaker, or is there a bigger game at play? Because the truth is, whether you love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him. And that, my friend, is the secret to engagement. So let's be honest. Most creators play it safe. They want to be loved by everybody. They avoid drama, they sugarcoat their words, and they stay neutral. But VDM, he does the complete opposite. He understands that conflict is the fastest way to get attention. So instead of waiting for people to notice him, he forces them to know how by picking a proper fight. Think about it, the last time you saw him online. Maybe he was shouting about corruption. Maybe he was just blasting a celebrity for lying to the fans. Whatever it was, he stopped to listen. Even if you swore you didn't like him, that's psychology at work. Human beings are wired to pay attention to conflict. So for example, if two people are fighting in the market, a crowd will gather. If two people are hugging, nobody really cares about this hug. Have you thought about that? So we are addicted to wahala in this country, and VDM actually knows this. So now, here's where it gets interesting. He doesn't even need to promote himself. Once he drops a controversial video, blogs like GossipMill, Instablog, and maybe Tunde Ednut pick it up instantly. So they post it with a spicy headline like VDM blasts popular actress, says she's deceiving her fans, and just like that, the cycle begins, blah 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 blah. And so you understand what I'm trying to say. Fans rush to the comment. Some agree with him, some curse him, or some even call him out. Some just watch to laugh. But at the end of the day, everyone is talking about him. That is what we call free publicity. So the attention is on him, created from pure controversy. And here's the formula: call out someone big. Do it with boldness and confidence. Trigger people's emotions or anger or shock or even laughter, then let the blogs do the rest. So this sounds like it's very simple, but it's actually powerful, and a lot of persons have actually used this. But the truth is that whether you do this or not, do not go and defame people. This is why VDM is almost impossible to ignore. Every time people say we are tired of him, he finds a new way to trend, because controversy is the strongest fuel for engagement. But let's pause for a second and think. Does this mean you, as a creator, need to start fighting everybody online? No, not necessarily. There's a difference between being toxic and being strategic. See what VDM actually does, or see what VDM is really teaching creators is, if you want to grow, you cannot be invisible. You need to stand for something. You need to have strong opinions, even if they make some people uncomfortable, because safe content is actually forgettable. So bold content is unforgettable. So look at the biggest stars around the world, e.g. Kanye West, always in controversy. Davido and Wizkid fans love their beef. Even YouTubers like Mr. Beast doesn't fight people, but his videos always push boundaries and spark conversations. So in their own ways, they all use what we call conflict, shock, or boldness to stay relevant. And that's why VDM works. It's not just ranting for fun, it's playing the game of attention. You understand that in the digital world, engagement is the currency, and the fastest way to get it is to make a noise loud enough that people can't scroll past you. Now, whether you think he's a hero fighting for justice or just a man chasing clout, one thing is clear: he knows how to keep us talking. And that is what every creator should learn. Don't just make a post, don't just exist online. Find a way to spark conversations that people can't ignore. So the next time you see VDM trending, don't just laugh at the drama. Look deeper at yourself and just ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Because behind every drag, there's a strategy. Actually, yes, behind every drag, there's a strategy. Now, let me throw it to you. Do you believe VDM is genuinely fighting for the people? Or do you think it's all strategy to keep his name in the spotlight? So drop your thoughts in the comment. And if you're someone that wants more breakdown on how creators, artists, and influencers keep us glued to their posts, make sure you hit the subscribe button. This is Creators Insight, and we decode the psychology of attention. And until next time, my name is Victor. I'll see you again.